Hey guys, everybody going? It's Jeremy here. I'm going to do a quick review over some of the surplus German Flecktarn field gear. You can still find it pretty cheap on the internet, 50, 60 bucks. Got me this whole pile of gear. Got a day pack, a belt, a harness assembly, e-tool carrier, a canteen pouch, a pistol pouch. You got 4 magazine pouches for the G3 magazine. This gear was in use from 80s to 90s, early 2000s. Most of it's pretty new condition. I figured I'd do a quick review on it to show what's available out there for some of you guys that have the 7.62 rifles. It's not really for your 5.56 guns. The mag pouches aren't compatible, and you're kind of limited with your holster choice here because the pistol is designed for the P1 or the P38, modernized P38 pistol that the Germans used. Anyway, you shop around, get this stuff for about 60 bucks maybe delivered, or a little more shipping on it. It's not too bad. Quick cover of the gear. You got a pouch, your day pack. Some people have actually called it a radio pouch, or a similar to your military butt pack, whatever. But it's pretty much waterproof. It's got some drain holes in the bottom. Got some internal pockets for different stuff. You have a belt, which apparently comes in different sizes. This is like a, I don't know, 38-inch waist or so. It's got your attachment points for your shoulder harness, and it's got your eyelets here for the unique German system of attaching gear, which, like everything else, it's German. It's simple yet complicated and not really useful with anybody else's gear. You have an e-tool carrier, which is very similar to the U.S. style carrier. The e-tools are pretty much the same. They're the folding tri-fold shovels. And if you end up getting a shovel for yours, which my gear didn't come with one, make sure you buy one of the actual metal ones and not one of the plastic ones like they use in the military currently, because the road to Baghdad is paved with broken plastic e-tool shovels instead of the good aluminum ones they had back in the day. You have your harness here, which is pretty good shape. It's not brand new like most of the other gear. It's got some use to it, but it's still serviceable. You have a canteen cover carrier, which I've stuffed a French canteen in. Sacre bleu, right? Oh, mine got a French canteen and a German pouch. Dogs and cats living together. Anyway, I put that in there because it's one of the larger canteens and it actually will fit with just a little bit of stretch. So a USGI canteen will fit, or you can put a couple water bottles in there, whatever. P1 holster, pretty much brand new, 1994 date on it. Internal strap, magazine pouch built in. 4 G3 ammo pouches. Each pouch holds 2 mags. 2 of these pouches are brand new, and 2 of them are slightly used, with dates 94, 2001, 94 again, and another 94 that's brand new. Like I said, for a 7.62 rifle, it's not a bad piece of gear. It has some drawbacks. I don't like the way the mounting system is. The good thing is these eyelets will actually fit a U.S. military, the old 1910 style wire hangers. It'll take up a gap of 3 of the holes, and you can hang in a holster or whatever else 1910 wire hanger gear will go in there as well. So that's something neat if you want to put something old on there. Anyway, let's look at the individual pouches and we'll see how they look and fit up in compatibility with the magazine pouches, because everybody knows the G3 magazine fits in there. But what else can we do with them? Magazine pouch, not going to, or excuse me, the canteen pouch, pretty much covered, not going to worry about it. E-tool pouch, not much to say. We'll put this together in a minute. So back to the pouch here, very large. You can probably put 2 or 3 MREs in there without even breaking them down. You have two side pockets. Let me move the camera. Okay, we're back. Here's your pouch. 2 side pockets. Not too big. You've got another pouch here. Drain holes in the bottom. And there's your German attachment points where you hook this into the belt and then you take the bottom piece over here and snap it over, and it keeps it from rotating off your belt gear. Kind of neat, but it doesn't give you much flexibility because you're limited to where the holes are in the belt. Okay, the next thing we're going to look at, let's look at our magazine pouches. They're pretty nice. They're the rubberized canvas in the German Flecktarn camouflage pattern, and they have the plastic dividers. They're riveted in on both sides. But if you look at this, let's see if I can get the camera to show you. It's actually one piece of material right here. It goes all the way around. It's riveted on this end and this end, but then it runs around here, comes up, and there's your end of it right there. So it's actually one big piece of material that they've taken and wrapped it both ways to make your dividers. And if you can see it, it's a hard kind of vinyl, but it's got a facing of green, I don't know, velvet material there to keep it from making noise and scratching your magazines. So it fits G3 magazines just fine. We know that because it's a G3 pouch. It'll fit other magazines just fine. Foul mags fit in there just good. M14 mags, you know. Like I said, this is a new pouch. Goes right in there. So M14 foul pouches, not too bad. I think these are better than the USM 1956, 1961 style canvas pouches. All right. So pretty common answer there. They'll fit fouls. They'll fit M14s. You have a Moses mag. Some people don't have those. There's not too many of them out there. It fits. Look at that. You could put a second one in there. Moses mag is also for the foul. If you have SR25, Knight's Armament, SR25 AR-10 style mag. Look at that. They'll fit there. There's your German style retainer. Put it on there. A lot of European military use that. Spanish uses that on their stuff. Let's see that there, and you just pull that, pop it open. 2 magazines. So that fits pretty well. Alright. There's your 20 round P mag. AR-10 mag. Check that out. Put that over. Cover it up. A little bit of a stretch, but it'll go. There. AR-10 pouch. With the P mags, even though they're a little bit fatter and thicker with the plastic polymer, they work good. If you happen to have a couple SVT-40s magazines that you need to carry magazines for, looky there. You don't have a nice Russian mags in a German pouch. Once again, with dogs and cats living together. That's if you happen to have 2 spare mags for your SV-42. So you got that. Now here comes the fun part. A lot of BM59 owners, which I happen to have one, not have a lot of military surplus pouches for that. And they're because those magazines are a little bit larger than FAL and 14. You can see the shape's just a little bit taller, just a hair wider due to the fixtures there. And you don't really find a lot of pouches. But looky here. So this is the new pouch. Let me wiggle it in. Through there. With a slight stretch, you now have a pretty good BM59 mag pouch. Pull the pouch out. Mags come out really easy, especially if it's on your belt. So look, for pouches like $4 or $5 a piece, maybe. You just got to get the belt. So again, not too bad there. And now, the widest magazine that I can fit in there is for you FN49 guys that have the Argentine version that's converted to 7.62 NATO. This magazine is even a hair wider than the BM59 due to the mag catch up here. The body's about the same size. Height's just a hair shorter, but it's a little bit wide right there. I've got it to go in a magazine pouch, and it will go in there, but the rivets are just enough that they want to snag on the pouch, on the ridge of the pouch. And this is obviously not the magazine pouch I used to fit it. Let's see. Here we go. There you go. That's the one I used. Just a little bit loose. So play around with these a little bit. And you can actually, you can hear it's binding on this rivet right here. And it will go in, but it's a really tight fit once you get around the rivet. See there? Real tight fit. Now, if you just have to use this pouch for the Argentine magazines, watch this. Remember I told you how the material's wrapped around and here's the loose end? You have two thicknesses of material here and a thickness here, and what is it? It's restricting your distance this way. Watch this. Fold that one down. See there, fold it down. Right there. Push it in. And it comes out a lot easier. So if I wanted to use the FN49 mags in here, what I would probably do is grind off one of these rivet heads right here. And I would probably just take my X-Acto knife or whatever, and I would cut this flap on both sides. Right there. See how that flap looks? I would cut that wing off of each flap, and that way you still have the anti-rattle and the felt material stuff. And that would make your magazine hold 2 FN49 mags, which, again, the magazines are fairly common. They're just expensive. And if you've got one of the rifles, then of course you're going to have a couple more than a couple magazines. But they will hold 2 magazines in there. I just didn't want to cut this pouch up, but you can do that. Anyway, so that's magazine compatibility is really good for the 7.62 guys out there, for your big battle rifle guys. So you got that as a positive. All right, let's look at the holster. All right, guys, here is the German Flecktarn P1 holster. That's, standard issue at the time. Takes P38, P1, the P1 is a modernized version of the P38, so that will go in there, and there's your single magazine pouch. Germans aren't big on having spare magazine pouches like, we are in America with a, an extra double pouch or whatever. So I'm not going to put a P1 in here, and not everybody has a P1, and it's an okay pistol, but I don't know if you want to have it as your regular carry on your battle belt. But we can take a full-size Glock. Look at there, pull it in kind of snug. It's got a retention strap. There's your Glock. Turn this down a little. And with a little bit of a stretch, you can put a full-size Glock in there. No magazine pouch. You'll have to figure something out, and I haven't seen anything online that will allow you to have a double 9mm pouch on this system, but it might be out there. So what else can we put in this pouch, because not everybody has a Glock, even though you probably should. It's common. Tokarev. It's a nice little Russian 42 is Heft. Same thing, fits just fine. So let's put a Russian pistol in a German holster. That'll work. 1911s, you say. 1911s. 1911s are a little tricky. They're a little bit bulkier and bigger. So you shove it all the way down in there, and your retention strap doesn't want to fit. And your holster is really close. Right at wanting to go. So right there you're fighting. If you take the pistol and cock it back a little bit, then you can almost get the restriction strap to happen. Well, it's not doing it right now. But now the holster closes a lot easier. And all you did was rock the 1911 back a little bit, and it's still in there pretty good. Pop it. So the 1911 will fit. 1911 magazines will not fit. The only thing that will fit in there is a P38 magazine. A Luger magazine, or Luger will fit in this holster, but a magazine won't. But an SR22 magazine will fit, along with an SR22. That little small pistol fits in there. So, I'm going to have a 22 Canton pistol. Okay, Beretta 9. Put that in there. Retention strap. Will this work? So there's your strap. Holster fits with just a little bit of a pull. So Beretta 92. My favorite, one of the better ones. Look at there. There's your FN Browning. Obviously it's going to fit here. Can't go wrong with a Browning in the German holster. And what if you really don't have anything but, I don't know, an ambu? Son of a gun. I think we've covered the whole Axis lineup there. We've got a Japanese Nambu and a German holster that'll hold a Russian pistol with a German grenade, or excuse me, a German canteen pouch with an Italian or a French holster. I think we've got them all covered, don't you? Well, wait, there's more. Got a Smith & Wesson Model 10. Put it in there. Give it just a little bit of a stretch. And by golly, you got your wheel gun in there, and it's not going anywhere. The safety retention strap. So, very versatile pistol pouch. May not be perfect, but for $10 or whatever these things cost, that's not bad. So we've covered. It's got quite a few 7.62 magazines that'll fit. It's got quite a few pistol choices. I'm going to put a belt together real quick, and we'll show you how that looks. Alright guys, I got this thing together utilizing 4 magazine pouches, canteen pouch, and the holster. And if you'll notice, the holster is on my weak side, so I'll have to reach around to draw it. The reason why is, if you're going to run this thing with 4 7.62 pouches on it, it really eats up a lot of your waistline. So with your flat side of your holster against the magazine pouch, you have enough ability to where this is still fairly on your left side, not so much for around your appendix, and if you have to go prone or whatever, it just cleans the front of your body up. I like to have the front area clean. I don't like to have a bunch of mag pouches on my front, except for maybe pistol pouch, because they're not too thick and burdensome. However, if you decide you don't need to run with 8 loaded 20 round 7.62 mags, ditch 2 pouches, or move the pistol back, or run with 3 pouches, whatever the combination's there. I mean, I could run with 8 mags and a pistol, and you got a canteen pouch, and then I've actually put the pack on the top of the webbing. Alright, so there's the day pack on the back of your harness. And to keep it from flopping around when you move around, they've got a little retaining strap right there that you clip, and it keeps it from flip-flopping. I'm probably not going to keep this on here, even though it's pretty simple to remove. All you kind of have to do is do this right here. Open up your area, pull down on it. That pops out there. You pull away. There's one side. Other side. Pull down, pop it. And now your pack's off. And you're back to 4 mags, pouches. 4 mag pouches, canteen, and a pistol. Like I said, I just threw that out there to see what all sorts of stuff you can get on it, how much you can carry. And if you don't need to have 8 7.62 mags on it, then drop 2 pouches, 2 mag pouches, and move your pistol back, or take 2 off one side. Anyways, there you go. Kind of common, kind of cheap, get it while you can. The mag pouches you can probably get, I think, 2 for $10, or even cheaper. You buy them in bulk. But like I said, the only real drawback is the belt itself is kind of limited on what you can fasten to it, and you can use the old 1910 wire hangers, which aren't that great anyways. But if you got something you want to hang on there, you can kind of snake them in here and find a spot to put them, or hang your 45 off the bottom of it on an old black leather holster down there. Anyways, if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe,